Hey guys, and welcome to the Season 3 finale of Tattered Tales. I'm Joe Wakefield, your tour guide on this exploration of fantastic anthology. Tonight's episode is called the Shellmount Derby, and it's a race, a political race, on the backs of giant snails. There's a lot going on. Enjoy.
Snails, nails, males, females, tails, bales.
All right. Ready? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Snail Derby. Hello everyone, I'm Chip Scrunts, and today's race day. Well folks, it's been an entire year, but it is now officially the 234th annual Shellmount Derby. Just listen to the crowd outside. They couldn't be more excited.
Snail Mound, crowd check.
Now, before we begin, we're lucky enough to be joined today by the official Shellmount Derby historian, Dr. Ichabod Moser. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Moser.
It's a pleasure to be here, Chip.
Now, for the sake of our younger viewers, can you please give us a quick rundown of the basics and history of this sport?
History.
I'd be happy to. As you know, about 800 years ago, our planet was moved through time, resulting in us appearing in an entirely different galaxy. It didn't take long for Earth's creatures to evolve and mutate. Changes in the gravity and the sudden formation of 3 separate moons sculpted our planet into something unrecognizable from what it was before.
That's a lot of moons, Ichabod.
You got that right, Chip. Well, another 100 years go by, and our planet has become quite a different place. So, we renamed it.
New Gaia? One heck of a planet. A primal world permanently shrouded in twilight. And I've seen some of the art from old Earth. And honestly, that big yellow sun just seems intrusive.
I couldn't agree with you more, Chip. It's important to remember that if we still lived in the Milky Way galaxy, our giant Shellmount friends wouldn't be here today. I guess everything happens for a reason.
What would you say to those out there who call this derby a silly snail race?
Oh, you suck.
First of all, to call a Shellmount a snail is like comparing a house cat to a tiger, or a raccoon to a rhinoceros Conway.
That's a bit of a history, but what about the rules of the race there, Ichabod?
It's simple, really. The candidate who is still riding a mount and crosses the finish line first wins. The other racers can use any means necessary to stop their opponents. In addition to that, hindrances can be purchased by the audience and used to slow down or even kill a racer they don't like. The opposite is also true. There is a large online store full of medicines and weapons that will be distributed when and if purchased.
There you have it, folks. That siren means the race is about to be underway. Let's jump down to the starting line and join Trish for our pre-race interviews.
Hey guys, Trish here. I'm happy to be standing with our 4 candidates. These racers have trained hard and are ready to tell you a little bit more about themselves. First off is Lexa Pond. So tell me, Lexa, why should the audience ignore you?
Well, Trish, I think I could do a lot of good. It's in my blood. Did you know I can trace my family's lineage all the way back to Z-Space?
Now that is impressive. Hopefully, it's enough to be left alone. Next, we have Justin McBrostein. Justin, tell the folks at home why you're here.
Yeah, so my dad told me I should do this. He said he was sick of me tarnishing our family's reputation. He thinks this will help my image. But I'm like, Pop, have you seen how many followers I have on Photogram? Images are like my thing, bro. So I don't even know what he's talking about.
Okay. Wow. Moving on.
Can't say that I'm rooting for him, Chip.
Let's remember to be impartial, Ichabod. But I agree. Justin seems unlikely to win.
All I'm saying is he is going to need a better reason if he wants to win this race.
You're 100% right on that.
Brooklyn Cross, please tell me you can make a better case for yourself than Justin.
I want everyone out there to know that I don't take this lightly. I've trained for years, not just to survive this trial, but for what comes after. I have both a law and political science degree. If given the chance, I believe I can bring real positive change to New Gaia.
Well said, candidate. I'll be rooting for you.
Talk about a snooze fest. If we wanted a political speech, then we'd all go back to the old democracy.
Believe it or not, Ichabod, there are those out there who still think a television race isn't the best way for us to choose our rulers.
Let's be honest. Between hacking voting systems and politicians buying their way into office, a shell-mounted race to the death just makes more sense.
God damn it, Ichabod. You can say that again.
Finally, let's hear from Zoe Keller.
I just want those out there watching to know that I'm not going to sit here and beg for their mercy. Choose to ignore me or choose to target me. It makes no difference. By the end of this, you will all bow at my feet.
Strong words from a strong woman.
I like her. Sometimes that's exactly what it takes to win. Let's not forget that Zoe ranked highest in the hand-to-hand qualifier.
Very true, Ichabod. Very true. In fact, I believe we have a clip.
Snail Mount playback.
Zoe dodges both, barely avoiding Val's axe. Zoe swiftly pulls a knife from her belt and slashes across Val's face. Val is staggered. I think this is it, folks. Zoe finishes with a vicious kick to the ribs. Valerie is down. Zoe casually walks over to her fallen opponent. She reclaims her spear and is lifting it up, ready to unleash a killing blow. I warn any of our more sensitive viewers to look away now.
No, wait, I yield.
It's all over. Val Reynolds yields. Zoe Keller is the champion and has the honor of taking the final slot in this year's Snail Mount Derby.
Hey, what are you doing?
Snail Mount takedown.
Hard to watch.
Indeed it is. Although there may be more strategy at play here than we realize. There is something to be said about eliminating one's future political rivals. Both Zoe and Val were at odds on almost every issue. Permanently silencing her in the arena equals less opposition when passing policies in the future.
Very true, Ichabod, my friend. Very true. And with that sound, ladies and gentlemen, we head back down to the starting line where our racers are lining up and ready to go.
All right, candidates. Are you ready for the campaign race?
Ruling is not given, it is earned.
All our riders wear headsets so we can check in on the action.
All right, let's go!
And they're off. But wait, it appears as though Lexapon isn't moving.
Come on.
Snail Mount takedown.
Now you see that? There is a great example of how the audience can help steer this race.
Maybe if she had added some more fluff to her campaign promises, the people wouldn't be actively trying to hinder her like this.
That's the game there, Ichabod. Lexa might be here for a while, so let's move our attention over to the rest of the racers until she can catch up. The first leg of the race takes us through the Great Desert Flats before branching into 3 possible paths.
One path is jungle, one is snow, and the other is subterranean.
All routes are equal distance to the finish line and present their own set of challenges. But no matter which route our racers take, they all must first race the dry heat of the desert sands.
The climate wreaks havoc on the mounts. They're at constant risk of drying out through this area.
The key is to make it through the desert fast. Faster than your opponents and faster than heat stroke.
TBH, I'm kind of surprised that people hit Lexa with the hindrances early. She always came off as a fan favorite to me.
You can thank me for that. It took 8 months, but I was able to raise the money for it one way or another.
We're not allowed to interfere with each other's campaign race. It's against the rules. Only the spectators are supposed to be able to purchase help or hindrances.
Technically, nerd, I didn't buy anything. My cousin did the honors.
That's not...
I know. That's not allowed either. But hey, the way I see it is, who's going to tell on me?
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat! It seems as though one of our spectators have purchased a high-powered salt gun for Zoe Keller.
Level up.
That puts all other racers at a major disadvantage.
Understatement of the year.
Jeez, you psycho!
Snail Man take it.
Oh, it looks like Brooklyn is down for the count.
They're going to have a tough time finishing this race without their mount.
2 down, 1 to go.
You crazy, bro?
Oh, you have no idea.
Screw this. I'll see you at the finish line.
Justin McBrostein flees to the right. It appears he has chosen his path. Justin heads to the mountains to face the frosty bite of the untamed tundra above.
And it looks like Zoe has chosen as well. She's going for the cave system below the mountain. It'll be interesting to see how well she does in the pitch-black labyrinth that awaits her.
Oh, Ichabod, I can't wait. How about we switch back to Brooklyn and see how they're doing?
I'm sorry, boy. What do you want?
Here.
Thanks anyway, but medicine won't help him now.
I'm sorry.
I've raised him ever since he was an egg. He was my oldest friend. Stupid me. I thought we could really win. I never expected to get him killed.
Get on.
Why?
Because I don't feel right about leaving you here to die.
Well, how do I know you're not gonna just take me somewhere else and kill me?
Seems like a lot more trouble than just leaving you.
Fair enough.
Okay, as the sun sets, we conclude our first night with Lexa Pond and passenger Brooklyn Cross, headed towards the jungle path.
I gotta be honest, Chip. I'm not sure where Lexa's strategy is here. Picking up a competitor like that just seems stupid.
Well, Ichabod, we're just gonna have to find out with everybody else tomorrow morning when the race resumes at sunup. Until then, our competitors are instructed to make camp and will be monitored via their GPS tracker to make sure they don't progress further. So until tomorrow, I'm Chip Scruntz.
And I'm Dr. Ichabod Moser.
Have a good night, folks. Snail Man Derby.
Nice night.
I guess. Hey, why did you pick me up? I know it's not because my death would weigh on your conscience. So why don't you tell me what you want?
Just figured we could help each other out. Look, I'm not worried about Justin, but I don't think I can take out Zoe on my own.
You don't have to take her out. Just win the race.
I wish it was that simple, but you saw what she did in the arena. Zoe's gonna try to kill every one of us, regardless of who gets to the finish line first.
Then she'll be the grand leader. Race be damned.
Exactly.
So, what's your plan?
The reason I chose the jungle is because there's a hidden path that'll allow us to cut Justin off. We'll catch him by surprise, attacking him from the ice cliffs to the north. Once he's down, you take his mount, and we head towards Zoe.
And after Zoe is gone, and it's just the two of us?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
All right, fine. I'm in. There's just one thing I don't get. What kind of shortcut is going to take us from this valley to above Justin in the mountain pass?
I'd tell you, but you're not gonna like it.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of our race coverage. Once again, I'm joined by Dr. Moser. How are we doing, Ichabod?
I'm good, Chip. Really good.
And how could you not be there, old Ichabod? I see you have a cup of our patented Shell Mount coffee, only available here at the stadium and on our official website.
It really is delicious.
Oh, I know. Just like I know our fans at home want to catch up with our racers. Let's start today's broadcast by checking in on Zoe Keller, currently making her way through the cave system below Mount Wheeler. According to Zoe's GPS tracker, she's made it to Cavern 12D. It's a little bit of a bold choice if you ask me, Ichabod. Well, it's true the path is more direct. She now must find her way past the Devil's Spring.
The Devil's Spring is, of course, an underground lake. What makes this body of water special is that the top 100 feet consist of fresh water fed by the snowy mountain peaks above. But once you pass that threshold, the lake becomes saltwater, fed by the Capaldi Sea. This strange environment is one of the only 2 places on our planet where the piranha eels are known to live.
Woo! Ichabod! These things will rip flesh off bone in seconds. I can't wait to see how she handles this.
Don't worry, girl. We're not swimming.
What is she doing?
She appears to be looking at the ceiling.
Hey, look. See that girl? I think I found us our path.
It looks like she's going to ride up the wall and across the ceiling of the cave.
Wow. I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Due to the shell mount's massive size, they're unable to stick and climb as well as their smaller contemporaries.
Still, this might work. At the end of the day, it is a snail. Let's just hope the wet, slick surface of the cavern walls and ceilings don't cause the animal to fall.
If they do, those are going to be some well-fed eels.
Woo! So far, so good. The mount seems to have a firm grip.
That's it. She's made it to the ceiling.
Come on. Come on, keep it steady. Keep it steady now.
Zoe is carefully moving through the maze of stalactites in order to keep the maximum amount of grip on the ceiling.
Just a little more.
She's about halfway now.
Jump it, Jehoshaphat! She's disturbed a swarm of sleeping bats! She slipped! They're going down!
No!
I don't believe it! She was caught by a force field net!
Wow. Zoe Keller must have some big supporters out there. Rescues like those cost more than $100,000.
That's why I love this race, Ichabod. You never know what's gonna happen or who's gonna pull out the checkbook to save or condemn our candidate. Well, folks, that chime indicates that one of our other racers is about to encounter another bit of audience participation. Will it help or harm? Let's cut over to Justin McBrostein and find out.
Sorry about this, buddy. I know it's cold, but when I become president, I'll get you your own house. Seriously, screw that stable crap. Yeah, sounds good, doesn't it, buddy? And you know what? I'm gonna get you your own harem of shell mounts. Then your ladies can be looked after by my ladies. Cause you know I'm gonna be getting some concubines myself. Oh no! Not an avalanche!
I don't know if he's gonna make it.
He's gonna have to move faster.
Crap!
It's gonna be close.
I don't believe it!
You gotta hand it to Justin. He may be a moron, but he sure does have chutzpah.
You're telling me that boy just outran an avalanche.
I just feel sorry for the spectator who wasted their money on the hindrance.
Hey, it's clearly stated, when they're purchased, they are not guaranteed.
Well, you're right about that, Ichabod. Now let's take a moment and join Trish, who is in the midst of talking to a few spectators.
Snail mount, crowd check.
Thanks, Chip. I'm standing here with Shell Mount superfan, Billy Bob Newport. Tell me, Billy, what are your thoughts about the day so far?
Well, Trish, to be honest, I'm a bit pissed off. Little Miss Moneybags gets some sponsor to bail her out from being eaten. Meanwhile, my boy Justin's gotta earn his place with his skills. Now, that's a real candidate. I'm sick of all these hoity-toity fancy pants people like Zoe Keller buying their way through the election race. It just ain't fair.
There's nothing in the rules saying you can't have a well-funded campaign.
Money and status shouldn't dictate who rules. That's all I'm saying.
What about the other racers? How do you feel about Lexa Pond or Brooklyn Cross?
Hey, call me old-fashioned, but I don't want no woman or some non-binary running my country. Justin McBrostein for prayers! Woo!
Thanks for your time, Billy. Regardless of what side of the argument you fall on, there's still plenty more race to be had. Let's join back up with Lexa and Brooklyn, still making their way through the jungle.
We are here.
What are we doing out here?
Fishing?
Huh?
Okay, old friend. Execute maneuver 34F.
Oh my God! Lexa's mount just jumped 10 feet in the air and landed on its back, exposing its belly to the sun.
Usually not a position a snail wants to find itself in.
Holy crap! All right, neat trick, but I don't see how it helps us.
Just give it a second.
That is, of course, the sound of the kaiju eagle, named after the gigantic Japanese monster that appeared in old world cinema.
It truly is an amazing creature.
Hey, Ichabod, have you ever wondered why so many of Earth's species grew significantly larger while us humans stayed relatively the same?
No, Chip.
Lexa?
Trust me. Now!
This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen! Using her mount as bait, Lexa lured in the kaiju eagle. But when the beast tried to eat the snail, the mount somehow managed to wrap around the bird's foot. Meanwhile, it appears as though Lexa herself has now climbed onto the winged beast's back.
Quick, get on.
You're nuts, Lex!
Are you seeing this?
Yes, sir, I am. But it's hard for my eyes to convince my mind that it's true. Lexa Pond has just used the saddle from her mount to muzzle the kaiju eagle.
Hold on.
And there goes Lexa, along with her running mate and with her snail mount in tow.
You know, it's a shame they can't just fly across the finish line.
They can get right up to it if they want, but the rules clearly state that the finish line must be crossed by one rider on the snail mount.
Which begs the question, what's their plan here?
If I know, Ichabod.
Well, we made it to the mountain pass.
Yeah, and there he is. Justin at 12 o'clock. Do you see him?
Yeah, clear as day.
If I swoop down low to drop you off, do you think you can take him out?
Probably. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna head to the plateau and try to cut off Zoe before she crosses the finish line. Meet me there once you take care of Justin and steal his mount. We'll take out Zoe together.
Sounds good.
What the hell?
Miss me?
Brooklyn just landed next to Justin. Oh my God!
Boy, I sure do wish we could stick around and see who wins the fight between Brooklyn and Justin, but unfortunately we have to cut to the plateau where it seems as though Zoe is about to cross the finish line. Now, with the end of the race in sight, one has to wonder what's going through Zoe Keller's mind right now.
Yes, I knew I'd be the one.
Just a few more yards, and she'll be the winner of this year's election race. Woo! What a derby! Wait, what is she doing? Why did she stop?
Looks like Miss Keller is interested in finishing this race the old-fashioned way. She doesn't just want to win, she wants to destroy the competition.
Personally, I like that kind of thoroughness in a leader. If this country is ever attacked by a foreign power, I don't just want us to be protected. I want to strike back so hard that the opposition never dreams of attacking us again. You're not going to get that kind of decision-making with Miss Pond.
You know, Ichabod, traditionally we're supposed to stay neutral while commentating.
Well, Chip, I don't work for the Derby, the network, or you, for that matter. I'm a special guest, remember? I'll cheer for whoever the hell I want.
Politics. It continues to remain a touchy subject. I do believe that is Lexa Pond flying in from the west.
I was hoping I'd get to kill you.
You should have crossed that finish line when you had the chance.
Doesn't look like the audience is going to give us any weapons.
Race is almost over. Guess everyone's broke.
Hey, I'm cool with beating you down with my bare hands.
If you're so confident, why don't we make this real interesting? How about we let the shell mounts loose? That way neither one of us can cross the finish line. No running away. The winner will be the last one standing.
Fine by me.
So are we doing this?
Let's dance.
Zoe swings a hard right hook directly for Lexa's face, but Miss Pond is too quick for her and ducks out of the way. She then counters with a swift left-hand jab to the gut, then follows it up with a vicious uppercut to the chin. Boom! And Miss Keller is down! Not one to miss a good opportunity when she sees it! Lexa Pond moves to the finish the job!
Boo! Boo!
Zoe sweeps the leg, and Lexa is knocked to the ground!
Die!
As fast as the lightning strike, Zoe is on top of Lexa with her hands around Miss Pond's throat.
Get off me. What's that? Can't hear you, dear.
Oh my God! Lexa Pond just shoved her thumb into Zoe Keller's eye!
This fight has quickly devolved to an all-out slugfest. The two candidates continue to exchange punches, both landing a significant amount of them.
Woo! They're not holding back! The scene is brutal!
Lexa, I'm here.
No, stay on your mount. Cross the finish line.
What?
Do it.
What about you?
As long as this psycho doesn't win, I'll be happy. That's why I helped you. You were my contingency plan.
You coward! You tricked me!
I want to kill you!
I can't believe what I am seeing! Lexa is keeping Zoe busy while Brooklyn Cross makes a break for the finish line. This is absolutely insane! I've never seen cooperation between candidates in an electoral race before.
Come on, Zoe, get up! You're about to lose everything!
Jump in, Jehoshaphat! I think we have a winner! Do you believe in miracles? Brooklyn Cross wins! He couldn't be more excited to be the first one to officially announce a President Cross on our 234th Grand Leader! Holy shit!
They stole the race from Zoe. Anyone who isn't a liberal idiot could see that. I say we don't take this lying down. I say we storm the Capitol!
You slapped me.
Just shut up, Ichabod.
Well, that's all, folks. That's it. Thank you so much from the new Gaia MPCD LWY 6 News 4 at 24. Please stay tuned for our new candidates. And this is Chip Scrunts signing off.
The Shell Mount Derby was written by Joe Wakefield, featuring the vocal talents of Luke Fisher as Chip Scrunts, Heston Mosier as Dr. Ichabod Moser, Lizzie Anna Wakefield as Trish, Jenny Kia Wong as Lexa Pond, Steve Thrasher as Justin McBrostein, Britt Boyd as Brooklyn Cross, Lily Fisher as both Zoe Keller and Val Reynolds, and yours truly, Joe Wakefield, as Billy Bob Newport. Produced by Lizzie Anna Wakefield and Joe Wakefield. Directed by L.M. Fisher. Sound design by Luke Fisher. Tattered Tales is brought to you by Nagano Press Studios and Spooky Castle Productions. Thanks for listening. Yeah.